words or grand declarations we make, but more about the real commitment to make real change in the way the economy is organized. It's a question, if we're going to have sustainable forests and a biodiversity, we have to do a lot more to respect Aboriginal lands and jurisdiction. Same thing for on the sea coasts. We commit to, for example, in British Columbia, to fully implementing the Cohen Commission to protect the wild salmon fishery and other measures of a similar nature. But I think the first thing is, as you imply, is to start to imagine a world after the oil-dependent economy and a world of local, strong, and sustainable economies. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Not economies, an economy of big business and lobbyists.
All right, thank you. Our next question, and following that will be number 387, 387. Does someone have 387? Yes. Following that is 372, 372. Does someone have 372, 372? Okay, check that. We'll come back to you.
Okay, I'm Gail Testone. I'm asking this question on behalf of the NDG Working Group on Health. Our public health care system is based on 5 important principles enshrined in the Canada Health Act: universality, accessibility, comprehensiveness, portability, and public administration. These principles work together to ensure that health care is delivered based on people's needs and not on their ability to pay. Home care and mental health have been identified as needs needing to be included in the Canada Health Act, in the basket of services that are offered there in our public health care system. The most vulnerable people in our society suffer the burden of accessing such care. If elected, would your government enact legislation to enlarge the Canada Health Act to include home care and mental health care? Notre système public de soins de santé repose sur 5 principes importants énoncés dans la loi canadienne sur la santé: l'universalité, l'intégralité, l'accessibilité, transférabilité et la gestion publique. Les soins à domicile et les soins de santé mentale ont été identifiés comme des éléments qui doivent être inclus dans le panier de services dans notre système de santé publique. C'est les plus vulnérables de notre société qui portent le fardeau de l'accès à la santé dans ces domaines. S'il est élu, votre gouvernement adoptera-t-il une loi pour élargir la loi canadienne sur la santé afin d'y inclure des soins à domicile et des soins de santé mentale? And important thing is that it be enshrined in the Canada Health Act. There have been announcements now about increasing monies to improve home care, mental health, pharmacare, etc. But they don't have the guarantees of the 5 principles of the Canada Health Act. So that's the importance that I would want you to emphasize in the answers to this question.
Who would you like to ask?
Okay, Mr. Gertler, Mr. Garneau, and Mr. Green.
We'll start with Mr. Gertler.
Thank you for the question. It's hard to disagree. I don't disagree. The New Democrats, as you probably know, have committed to a number of changes to the Canada Health Act. One is with respect to dental care, and we talk about head to toe, or Tommy Douglas 2.0, if you like. So dental care, eye care, pharmacare. We've also committed to including the greatly increased access to home care by amending the Canada Health Act. And I'm ashamed to admit to you, I don't know exactly what we've said about the Canada Health Act and the mental and care for the mentally ill, but I think that's one of the things that really defines and judges us as a society, whether we can deal with the most vulnerable people in a humane way. And I know from being from a big family of people with lots of resources that even so, taking care of elderly and sick parents is an almost impossible task in our current system, and we should really move forward on that issue.
Thank you.